Tonight we are dining at one of my favorite restaurants in Magic Kingdom, and we are taking you along. We've actually dined here a few times, but we've never vlogged it. I don't know why, but tonight we're taking you along. Are you excited to eat some food?
I am. I'm trying to think of a pun, but nothing's coming to mind.
Let's go eat some food.
If you're a fan of the Jingle Cruise, or as it is right now at the time of filming, the Jingle Cruise, you definitely need to come and check out Jungle. I can't even remember the full name of it. We call it Skipper Canteen. It's Jungle Cruise Navigation Code Skipper Canteen. I think is the full name of the restaurant, right?
Yep.
But we're going to call it Skipper Canteen because that's what everyone calls it. Basically, the whole storyline of this restaurant is that it's like the Skipper's mess hall, if you will. So it's Skippers serving your meal. There's going to be lots of puns, lots of jokes. And the whole theming in here, basically you have 3 different sections of the restaurant. You have kind of your main like dining hall, where there's a bunch of different like props and stuff, and then you walk through this little like library thing and you're in this room that we are in. We've actually, surprisingly, every time we've dined here, I think, but once we've been in this room. We've always been at a different table, which I find very funny. You will also find Lillian Disney, like the Lillian Disney, the wife of Walt Disney. You will find her personal butterfly collection in this room. There's lots of little secret like Easter eggs in here, and I could go on and on about the theming.
Let's talk about the food menu for a sec. So the food here, I would say, is definitely going to be a little bit more on the adventurous side. It goes along well with the theming. You will find some things on like the kids menu that are going to be a little bit more like picky eater friendly, chicken tenders, mac and cheese, like that sort of stuff. But if you are a picky eater, just be aware, like look at the menu before you come, because the stuff is a little bit more out there in flavors. And on that note, our first dish is here. So this is my all-time favorite thing. It is so freaking good. It is a carrot ginger peanut soup. I think it's like, on the menu, it's like a chef's special soup, like it's supposed to change or whatever. However, they did tell me that like this is the soup they have like 99% of the time, and they've had it for like several years. So this will probably be the soup that's available when you're here. If you've ever had like a squash soup, it reminds me a lot of that, but with a little bit more spice to it. It's not so sweet, a little more savory, and the peanuts give it such a good texture. So let's try it and see if it's as good as I remember. It's so good. The ginger is definitely there. It's not a overpowering taste, but the ginger is very present, and those peanuts are such a nice touch. I love this soup. Come get this soup.
And in case you're someone that has dined here like multiple years ago and you're just like looking like, oh, what's new on the menu? They have cocktails on the menu now, which is brand new to Magic Kingdom and several other restaurants around the Magic Kingdom. I ended up getting the Sunset Margarita. It is tequila, Grand Marnier, smoked chili bitters, lime, and agave. It all sounds really good. It's a good margarita.
You don't seem to convince me.
Is it the best margarita that you'll ever have? No. If you're looking for that, you need to go to Epcot and go to the Mexico Pavilion, because they have the best margaritas. It's fine. If you're looking for a nice alcoholic beverage in Magic Kingdom, it'll do the trick. For an appetizer, we ended up getting the falafel. In case you've never had falafel before, it's not awful. Falafel is not awful. It's ground up chickpeas formed into a ball and then deep fried. So it's very similar texture wise to like a hush puppy, if you've had a hush puppy before. That's really good. I don't think it's my favorite appetizer here though. If you're a big fan of falafel, definitely get it. It does have the slightest bit of spice to it, but honestly, my favorite is still, besides the Brazilian cheese bread, that's kind of like a secret menu item, I still like, they have like these little like corn pancake things. Capachos? I don't remember. Those are my favorite. This is a close second though.
Entrees are here. I'm very excited. It's been a while, so I think the last time I had this was when it was, I think they used to call it the Dan Dan noodles. It's basically the same thing. They just gave it a new name. Now it's the Nile Nelly noodles something. It's basically kind of like a Thai noodle situation with shrimp, peanuts, egg, and a bunch of other stuff. I'm very excited. Let's see if these are as spicy as the last time I got them. I haven't gotten as much of the heat quite yet, but I'm sure that as I start eating this more, it's going to make my nose run. The flavor is very good. There's a really good texture with the peanuts and the noodles. I'm going to try a shrimp. The shrimp is really good too. I love this dish. She did say you can substitute chicken for shrimp, or substitute the shrimp for chicken, but it is an additional upcharge if you want to do that. You can also ask for the shrimp just like on the side if you don't want anything in it, but very tasty. Let's see what Mark Allen thinks of the steak. I know I like the steak, but I'm curious to see what he thinks.
Are these potatoes?
They're French fries. What do you mean?
But they're like soggy French fries, so they're more like potatoes.
No, they just have sauce.
I got the steak. It's a hanger steak. I got it medium rare. It's cooked really, really well. I'm gonna go for one of this like center pieces. The flavor's really good, and it's cooked really, really well. I do like that you have like all these vegetables on the side, so it's definitely a lot like a healthier option. I want to talk more about the steak. It's cooked really well. The flavor is excellent. The sauce that was on the steak does have a little bit of a heat to it, but truly my biggest beef with the steak is that it's $38. Even, like, I get that it's steak. Yeah, I mean, it is Magic Kingdom, so, like, it's a theme park. I get that. I will also note, if you don't like bell peppers, the veggies on the side is a lot of bell peppers. So if you don't like bell peppers, you're basically paying just for the steak. I personally love the bell peppers. They're nice and sweet. They're cooked down really, really nicely. So they get that kind of char sweetness on them. They're really good.
Our meal would not be complete without some dessert. We got the coconut something. It's got like coconut and pineapple. It kind of looks like a stick of butter, but it looks...
Pineapple basil.
Pineapple, coconut, I don't know. It looks really good. It's like a vanilla chiffon cake. And then it has like a pineapple custard something coconutty. Yum. It's not overly fruity citrusy, but it's not overly sweet cakey either. It's kind of got a really good blend of both, but I do wish it was just a teensy bit less dry.
The room that you first walk into here in Skipper Canteen is this big, grand mess hall. But if you look up, there's kind of this little walkway, and it has like the Skipper's offices. And if you look on the doors, there's Skipper Mark, Skipper Harper, and Skipper Bill. Those are the first names of the original Imagineers, Mark Davis, Harper Goff, and Bill, don't remember his last name, but they were the original Imagineers that worked on Jungle Cruise, which I think is just such a fun nod to the past.
And that was dinner at Jungle Skipper Canteen. That was very yummy, as always. Is it the best restaurant on property? No. But for Magic Kingdom, because I'll be honest, I do not love any of the food in Magic Kingdom, but this restaurant is very, very good.
It's definitely not a skip. That's for sure.
I would definitely give it a try if you're willing to be a little bit of an adventurous eater. You might be surprised. There are some pretty tasty dishes. It is now 40-something degrees outside. It's so cold right now. We are here on New Year's Eve. So if you want to check out that video, that is linked in the description box below. But we're going to head out, and we hope you guys enjoyed following along.
Let us know in the comments if you have dined at Skipper Canteen, what your favorite joke is, or your favorite dish, or both.
That's all we have for you guys today. Now go create your ever after.